Welcome back. In previous video we have learned how to perform correlation test and how to get a matrix of correlation values by using different packages. Now in this video you will learn how to visualize the association or relationship between variables and visualizing a matrix of scatter plots. As a first step, I always recommend to clear the data objects and values in global environment using remove function. The argument list in this function specify character vectors naming objects to be removed. Set true value for the argument all to remove objects and values if you have created earlier. The graphics of function will close all graphic windows. The value CLS in shell function will clear the console environment. Now let's proceed further and import the dataset. The dataset used in this example is same as used in the previous lecture on correlation analysis. For details on the structure of the dataset, please visit the link which I shall add in the description of this video. I have already saved the data file in CSV format. To import the CSV file, we can use read CSV function. In this function, the argument file requires the path or location of the data file. You can just copy the path from the file explorer and paste it in quotations to answer the file argument. Also note that the file path which we have just pasted contains backslash to locate the file. But in R you cannot use the backslash to locate the file unless you replace it with forward slash or double all backslashes. After replacing backslash with forward slash, you need to just press tab button on the keyboard to access files in that location. Now you can choose the respective CSV data file. You can set header argument value to true to indicate that the first row of the data file contains variable names. When you will run this command, it will store the dataset in an object which is assigned as data. To see that how the data is imported, you can apply fix function to the object data. This function also allows you to edit or make any changes in the dataset. Mask the components of the dataset by using attach function. This function gives direct access to the variables of a data frame. You can simply access these variables by just typing the name of the variable. Now let's proceed further to visualize a scatter plot between two variables to see how one variable is affected by the other. One nice way to create a scatter plot is by using publication ready plots package. This package creates beautiful ggplot based graphs. If you have already installed this package, then just load it by using library function. You can install this package by using install packages command, where in parentheses you will type the name of the package in quotations. While loading this package after installation, I stuck with an error. The error indicated that there is no package called backports. If you also get the same error, you can simply fix it by installing the backports package. Just after loading the package, you can create a scatter plot by using ggscatter function. In this command, the first argument data specify a data frame. As we have already saved the dataset in an object assigned as data, so we can set this data object as value for this argument. In x and y argument, we need to specify the variable names that will be located on x and y axis. We can simply apply column names function to the data object, and this will result in printing the names of each column from the dataset. From this information, you can easily type the name of the variables for which you want to see the relationship. Let's suppose I am interested to see the association between total number of tillers and kernel yield, so I shall use these variable names in x and y arguments. The arguments xlab and ylab requires the x and y axis labels as character vectors. If you run this command, it will create a scatter plot. The scatter plot alone provides a very little information about the relationship. We can add a trend line or line of best fit to these points to make this graph more informative. This can be accomplished by using add argument. The value reg line for this argument will add a linear regression line. The value lowest for this argument will create a locally weighted smoothing line, or we can say a local regression fitting to foresee trends of the variables. To add a confidence interval around this regression line, we can use conf_int argument. We can set a logical value to this argument. Setting true value for this argument will add confidence interval as shaded region along the regression line. The default level controlling confidence interval is 95%. Often researchers choose 90%, 95% or 99% confidence levels, and you can set this value in conf_int level argument. We can further customize this regression line by using add_params argument. By using this argument, you can specify color of the regression line and the shaded region, size of the line type of regression fitting, and fill color of the points. Now let's add correlation coefficient and probability values to this plot. You can add these values to scatter plot by setting true value for core coefficient argument. Also specify the correlation method in core method argument, as I am using Pearson, which is most commonly used method. You can see the values are printed in a single line. We can write these values in two separate lines by setting \n character as value for label separation argument. Further, you can also show grouping variable, in most of the cases also called factor variable, by using color argument. Type the grouping variable name as character string in this argument. You can also customize the color of the points by using palette argument, where you can specify the color of your choice for each level of the grouping variable. This will create an elegant style scatter plot. Further, you can apply different ggplot based themes to give a different customized look to the plot. Let's create a matrix of scatter plots for multiple variables. A simple way to visualize a matrix of scatter plots is by using pairs function. The argument x in this function specifies the data frame or columns of a matrix. Suppose I am interested to get scatter plots for yield contributing variables. I can specify these variables by giving the range of the column numbers. I am specifying this range as 7th to 10th in this dataset. In main argument, you can specify the title of the plot. You can customize points by setting the value for PCH argument. Further, the fill color of the points can be specified by using background argument. If you only want to show the lower triangle, then you can simply set null value for upper panel argument. Let's visualize such matrix of scatter plots in an elegant style with additional information. For this, we shall use ggplot2 and ggaley packages for more stylish pairs of scatter plots. Load the packages ggaley and ggplot2 by using library function. We can use the function ggpairs to create a matrix of scatter plots. The argument data specify dataset which can have both numerical and categorical variables. I am using data object for this argument. In columns argument, we can specify the range of the variables. I am using the same range of columns as used in the previous command. We can set a static mapping to visualize the grouping variable. The argument color is used to set the grouping variable. Again, seed priming will be used as grouping variable in this dataset. In upper triangle, I want to set the correlation values. By setting core value in continuous argument, specify that the upper triangle of the matrix of plots will contain correlation values. In lower triangle of the matrix, I want to show scatter plots. Just paste the above command and replace upper with lower, and in continuous argument, replace the value core with points. Next, by setting density diagonal as value for diagonal argument, will print density plots in the diagonal of the matrix of plots. When you will run this command, you will get correlation values with significance, a matrix of scatter plots, and density plots in diagonal. In the next video, I will show you how you can visualize and customize a matrix of correlation values with its significance. Please let me know if you have any questions. Also let me know if you feel my voice is a better replacement for robotic voice which I have been using before. Your valuable suggestions will be highly appreciated. Your support encourages me to bring more valuable contents for you. I shall be glad to see you in the next video.